It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We're back into the kitchen to continue our nutritional education. And with so much talk around high-protein diets at the moment and some incredible results happening, yes, on one side, what we are seeing is a lack of nutrients entering into the diet. And maybe Andrea can testify to that. Is the big problem is we don't know what vegetables we can include in a high-carb or a low-carb diet for that matter. So thank you so much for joining us and bringing through the motherload of vegetables to explain to us exactly what vegetables we can take according to what diet we are on. So I think my first question is, what is the big danger here? Because we've seen such a fad of high protein diets. It works for me, but I do feel when I get to a point that I'm not getting in vital nutrients as well. So from your perspective, what are the big dangers of omitting a lot of the carbs that we do?
Well, there are two big problems with omitting fruits and vegetables. And I think many people on low-carb diets tend to do that because we know fruits contain sugar and many vegetables contain carbohydrates. So it's easy just to eliminate them. But as you can see with these beautiful bright colors of these vegetables, these colors often represent the actual nutrients. So we do need a variety of vegetables in our diets. And yes, we can take a multivitamin, but you still miss out on some essential nutrients. So that's the one thing that is important, including vegetables for the nutrients. The other thing is many of these vegetables contain nutrients called prebiotics, not probiotics, but they feed the healthy bacteria in your digestive system. And without them, and with eliminating these vegetables, people that suffer with spastic colon and irritable bowel syndrome would find on a high-protein diet that the symptoms are a bit more severe.
And you're already putting quite a lot of strain on the gut with a high-protein diet. And I can say just introducing a little bit of colour and some different textures in a very high-protein diet also goes a long way to making it a bit more palatable. Okay, so take me through the range of vegetables and their carbohydrate content to match our particular diets.
Well, over here we've got a display of the basic three groups of carbohydrate content with vegetables, ranging from 0 grams per 100 grams carbohydrates to about 20 the maximum. So I've divided it up. The low-carb vegetables over there have below 5 grams carbohydrates per 100 grams.
Wow.
And that's a variety of salad ingredients, the leaves, baby marrows even, aubergines. And these are wonderful to add flavour and colour to your diet. Tomatoes, asparagus, a cucumber, green beans, mushrooms.
And that is an incredibly low carbohydrate content. It really is.
Yes, it's negligible, so you can really stock up on these. Apart from eating them raw, you can also eat them cooked. So aubergine slices on the fire is brilliant.
Just grill that. Oof, lovely. Okay, well, take that to heart. If you are on a high-protein diet, you really can still get your nutrients in. Okay, so moving on to our next range of carbohydrate content.
So these are the medium carb vegetables, between 5 and 10 grams of carbohydrates per 100 grams. And these can still be included in moderation if you're on a low carbohydrate diet. And that includes your carrots, onions, beetroot and peas.
And what I love here is you're dealing with elements that you can have raw, yes, but they're also great cooked and they add a lot of flavour as well. But it's still a relatively low carbohydrate content if you put it in perspective.
That's right. And then if you look at the highest carb vegetables, from between 10 and 20 grams per 100 grams, includes mealies, sweet potato and potato. So if you want to cut down on carbs, perhaps these are the ones to avoid during that time.
We know that there are also slow-release carbs involved in there as well. The sweet potato is quite a good one for that. If you have to get the carbohydrate content in, you can still find it. So do you have any tips then? Because I am currently on a very high-protein diet. I find my energy levels dropping. I'm fine after I've eaten a meal. About 5 minutes afterwards, I'm struggling a little bit, and I can feel that it's putting a lot of strain on my colon, on my system. And I don't want to deviate from the diet. Do you have any kind of answers there?
Yes, 2 tips. The one is if you tend to feel tired, these medium carb vegetables are great because it will at least provide some energy for your body. And if your digestive system is complaining, you can also use a product that Vital manufactures called Vital Spasticol Ease. So especially if you suffer with spastic colon or irritable bowel syndrome, these tablets contain herbs that soothe the digestive system like mint, ginger and fennel. And they also contain digestive enzymes that helps with the digestive process.
All right, so don't forget your prebiotics. If you are on a very high protein diet or low carb diet for that matter, make sure that you are still getting in those vital nutrients from your fresh foodstuffs. Take it in whole food state if you can. Your body desperately does need it, especially if you're overloading with the proteins. Thank you so much. That was really, really informative. Thanks.
For every Vital supplement you purchase, R1 will be donated to the Vital Foundation. to support organizations that fight women and child abuse. 1 Rand makes a difference.